Dog City today. I couldn't really get out and look at the spots I wanted to look at. This really cuts down on effective beach reading. So I'm just staying local on some of the beaches I know. I've done well in the past at, and hope I bump into something. So, okay, this is not ideal conditions, but I don't know, maybe I'll find a low spot. You never know what's going to come out. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, well, this YW pattern is all I can do, pretty much. I'll listen for any getting some false signals in here. A lot of that's caused by iron. Not a lot of iron so far exposed, but like I said, I'm just going to walk a wide W and see if I can luck into a coin patch. Get some targets out of this beach. The signal. Okay. I'm saying dime or penny, which is pretty par for the course in these conditions. Okay. In the scoop. What do we got? Oh, come on, be a coin at least. No. Oh, can slaw. Alright, not off to a good start. First good signal, it's a piece of crap. See it. But one of the things I look for is where the beach starts to come up on a slope. And a lot of times you can see it if you look at the rocks and shells in this picture. You see when they start to gather? Well, right above it, I call this the fold. Right above it here, this is where I'm standing right now, where I'm swinging my coil, is the bottom of the slope, and it's starting to go up. And again, not much of a slope. It's very, very subtle, and it doesn't always produce, but it's something to look for. These are indicators, and a lot of times on a flat beach, it just takes a little disparity, just a little difference in what would be the word I'm looking for? An elevation, I guess. Just the way it starts to slope up. That's an area that might be cutting out, might have something a little closer to the surface. So that's what I'm looking for. And as you can see, this is part of the slope here. There's some rocks and shells exposed. So let's see if there's anything else in them. So far, nothing great, but this is where you find the coin patches. Alright, I'll be back. Second decent signal of the day. Getting way up top. I decided to go into the softer sand up top. This is sand that's been dragged down, I think. Well, it's a little warbly type signal. Could be a quarter. Oh, it's only a quarter. And yes. Okay, got a quarter here. Maybe that's a good sign. Probably lost during the summer. I can tell by the coloring. And I'll just work around it. Let's see what comes out. Weak signal. It's not even a steady signal. But that's reminiscent of some of the deep signals. It's not clipped or anything like that so far. It sounds nice and smooth, so let's give it a shot. A day like today, you can't be choosy. Still down there, but Still there. You know what? It's starting to become a little more solid, so it's a solid signal now. Maybe on edge. When that happens, you just got to work around the edges of the hole, widen the hole a little bit. Oh, I might have gotten it. There it was. It was sitting on edge. Let's see what I got. Okay, in the scoop. Maybe a quarter. No? No. It's a coin though. Alright, it's a penny. Okay. We got targets up near the top. Okay. Moral of the day. Not much to show for it. I got a quarter in the middle and a rotted penny that was super deep. So I'm going to stay up near the upper part of this. Stay up above the really hard sand. And this is pretty much the slope in here from what I can see. So I'm going to be from the top of the slope to about where it starts to turn. It starts to actually flatten out. Okay, so when I'm prospecting, when I'm out looking for a coin patch, I'm moving a little faster than I normally would once I get into it. When you're hunting a large amount of sand like this, especially in these type of conditions where you're going over a lot of clean sand, you have to move a little faster. By fast, I don't mean, swinging your coil, arcing your coil. You want to keep it at a constant level to the ground, from side to side. And you want your swings to be deliberate. That's what I mean by deliberate swings. Once I hit a target, then I'm going to slow down, spiral out, and see what else is in the neighborhood. Okay, be back. No matter what we preach, we get egg on our face. And you can see my footprints in here. I walked right over it. Coin signal. Nothing overly exciting. But coin signal nonetheless. So when's the time to move slow and when's the time to move fast? I don't know, but I like the speed that I work at. And of course, are you going to miss stuff? Absolutely. It's the old if you miss by an inch, you miss by a mile routine. So this one's a warbly signal. Sounds like a quarter. There it is. Greenie. Greenie. Love the greenies. Alright. If I can get any number of them, I'd be happy. Okay, green quarter. Let's see if there's anything else in the neighborhood. Spiraling out. This one sounds a little deep. Let's see what we got. I'm just happy to know that this part of the beach is holding targets. As few as there are. It wasn't as deep as I thought, but let's see what we got. Dime? Oh, it's a dime. Okay. Right. Dime. Beats a penny any day. At least it's still spendable. Another coin signal. Let's see what we got. Still up in the upper part of that slope. Out in the line where the rest of the target's been found, so it's starting to set up a regular coin line. penny. I'm expecting more of these today. And so far, a couple pennies and a dime, and of course the 2 quarters. So it's a good mix. Maybe some heavier things might be in here. So that will determine whether I decide to work this across or not. I'm going to wait till I get back to the other side, see if I dig some more signals. And if so, maybe, I don't know. I got nothing else going, so maybe I'll just work this area. It's a rich beach, so this is one of my quality over quantity beaches, so you never know what might be in the mix. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, another coin signal right in my footprints. So this is looking more and more like a beach I have to grid. Not a lot of targets, but coin targets, a little less. You know what's inside in with them, so. Okay, another dime, looks like. Yes, clad dime. Alrighty. Got a deep target here. It sounds warbly from here. Well, hopefully, if it's a coin, at least it's a quarter or a nickel. I was encouraged to see heavy targets coming out. Heavy targets always give me hope. This one's down there. And he says this old sovereign doesn't go deep. Always check around the side of the hole, like I said. Sometimes something gets pasted to the side, and I think this one did. There it is. Okay, it's not a quarter. Doesn't look like. It's a greenie. There's a dime or a penny. That's a dime. Okay. Green dime. It's been there a while. Nice deep hole. Okay. And you know what? More so the deep. It was sitting on edge almost. I had to get it out of the side of the hole, so I have a feeling it was angled to my search coil. So that would also be another reason why I wouldn't give as much of a good signal. So, well, okay, there you go. I'm working a grid. I've been going east to west. Now I'm going to work north to south. And on this run through, I'm going to move a lot slower than I was, as you can see. Let's see if there's anything deeper in here. A lot of times if you're picking up fairly shallow coins, you're missing some of the deeper stuff, so let's see what I missed. First deep one. Sounds a little deeper. Let's see what we got. Whenever a beach is supporting targets, work it. You gotta work it well, especially when the conditions are not the best. Because where there's one, there are definitely more. Okay, dime. Alright. Okay. Okay, I got a pretty clean signal here. Oh, coin signal. Penny or dime, I'm thinking. minuscule. And it's a quarter. Wow. Did not sound like one. There you go again. Another coin sitting probably at an angle. It wasn't flat, it wasn't, parallel with the scooter. It was probably sitting on an angle, so it read as a smaller signature in the sand. Okay. Slightly lower signal here. What I really love is that this area is starting to define itself. You can tell from where I'm getting the targets, just where the concentration is. And this is very possible, low spot on the beach, where everything's collected in. But you can't see it with the naked eye because some residual sand is actually collected over it and flattened it out. Okay, that was nothing. Rust in the sand. See all that rust? It fools the hell out of you because it sounds so good. You break the halo. And unless it's what it is? Come back way. Looks like a knife blade. Yep, it is. That's a nice thing to have sitting out on a beach for some kid to spear himself with. Okay, well, that's going off the beach. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I won't spear myself with it. A little washout. You can see by the black stripes up above, you see where the water's come up and kind of washed all that sand down. So anything that might have been in that upper bank may have very well washed down into this area. Okay, so got a signal right here. It's pretty shallow, so let's see what we got. Maybe a quarter. I don't know what it is. It's in the scoop. And it is a quarter. Okay, yeah. Chances are it washed out of that upper bank up there, so. Alright. And there's a few more targets in there, in this little wash area here, so. There's another signal in that wash. This is down lower. So, I'm guessing a lot of stuff got washed out of the upper bank. Okay, what we got? Penny? Looks like it. And copper penny. Okay, well, on this minuscule little wash, very slight little slope, and as I talk about the contours, it doesn't take much. Find a little contour. I dug a few coins out of here. No jewelry. I did find a large piece of junk. But like I said, that's all it takes. It's just a little contours. And in these conditions, like I said, there's not that much sand on the beach compared to other times that I've seen. But it doesn't take a whole lot to wash some stuff out of the bank. And that's what I capitalized on today. So targets are targets. They weren't gold rings, but they were coins. And if you dig enough coins, eventually the good stuff's going to come up. So, but you have to be in the targets. Like I said, you have to be in those targets first. So this minuscule little slope, and it produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets. Okay.